Yeah, that's fine.
Just because I'm locating out in a garage this
Oh, I
morning.
can't even tell. I can't, you can work
Yeah.
from anywhere.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
the
I love
power of
it
this
anywhere.
thing.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to go back to your decision for Mary Kay to have that as just a stream of income.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that's fantastic, right? That's something that it's tangible,
Right.
some things you can turn things around with. So that's fantastic. You could do a whole lot, I think, with the virtual world right
Yeah.
now, where, that line of business tends to be in-home parties. But
Right.
I think that you could find a way to do virtual get-togethers, ladies get-togethers, um, pre-ship small little packages of the testers of
Hmm.
all the things that you would show. And then do all of your online ordering, and they could do it directly from your site and just have it shipped to them, all the things. So
Yeah.
that's just another stream of income that you can put in your pocket.
Absolutely. I laugh because when we start, if you remember one of our very first videos, I think it was the first
Yes.
one, and we talked about all the things we did, and I held
Mary
up with
Kay, pure
Mary Kay,
romance, home interior.
all the stuff. And I remember I had this Mary Kay
Yep.
because this was one of the things that had come across. Got the facial, and since you got the facial, now you could this is can count towards you. But I was just into travel at the time, and I was just like, I'm gonna stick with this. But I was fascinated to hear that getting your own business, and I live in Huntsville, so Huntsville is a very well in the Huntsville area. Huntsville is a very new place. It's growing. Like it's if you do something here, then you'll have a good chance to be successful because although it's a big city. I think it's the largest city in Alabama, but you wouldn't know it. And it's where I live, it's just growing like
Right.
crazy, like wildfire. And so that's one of the things I thought about when I heard the spiel of why this is what you need to be doing. It was $125. And I was like, you get your website and you get your this and you get your that. So, I'm really big I'm not buying into anyone else's dream because we've bought in and now we're creating a
All
space to
right.
be able to
Yep.
develop our own, starting with push, that's the first part. But
Yeah.
um, so I'm real reluctant about jumping on anybody else's bandwagon and because we've done all the things. But when I heard that, and then like I was telling you, when I got my delivery, two people who were here when I got my delivery were like, "Oh, I want that." They didn't even have to,
Yeah.
she just knocked on the door. And I was
Right.
like, wow, like, and the facial was amazing. I felt like I had a whole face of beat makeup and it was
That's
just a
fantastic.
facial. And I was like, oh, I can get this. I can get into this. So anyway, something fun, self-care, you know how important that
Self-care
is
is
in
good.
our
That's a
journey.
and it's a way to add, income streams to your life. That's
Yeah.
it. You can do all of that uh while you're still building your dream, because you're building on your dream, not somebody else's, because it is your
Your
own business.
business, right? And
You're,
what
you're
about you work from
responsible.
anywhere? What about
Yeah.
you can, so it's still really much on path to awake to wealth and what we're learning. And I've heard two people already say, well, I'm not good online. And we know that life online is essential because
Yeah.
everything's online now and it's
Yeah.
global and it's always available. So doing those videos where maybe giving myself a facial, meeting someone else and getting
Your
on
daughter
recording it
doing
right.
the facial with
Have me
Ebony,
right.
and yeah,
So those
that'd be
those are the things that are excited about um getting those different streams of income. So I
yeah.
think that, we'll see where that goes. But I definitely am fighting, if I have to
Stay
start
away.
pedaling backpedaling, then
Stay in the good job.
Saying a
Arena.
good job. Absolutely.
I did, and I will have a hard stop at in my regular 9 o'clock time. I
Hmm.
did want to tell you, I don't know if you saw this. So this, we got an email. I believe this came to um I believe this came to team at Awake to Wealth.
Okay.
So basically it is from brainsmagazine.com. And it reads, I'm Bettina from the selection committee at Brains Magazine. I recently came across your profile and feel that your work, expertise, personal brand align strongly with the caliber of leaders and experts we're currently looking to spotlight. Brains Magazine is a global digital publication based in Stockholm, Sweden, reaching readers in over 65 countries. We've featured recognized voices. I don't know that I know these people, but you may. Jim Quick, Jay Shetty, Gary Fee or Gary V, Marissa Peer. We're now reviewing selected professionals for upcoming visibility opportunities. So at this stage, we're considering candidates for, excuse me, guest writer, podcast, guest feature, or a weekly cover feature. So, and then she shows some of the covers, the
I
digital
see it.
publication that they're
Hmm.
doing. So if you get a second, check that out. Maybe we can do a little research on the brainsmagazine.com or website that they sent. But
Hmm.
it might be fun to be a podcast feature, guest feature.
Yes, that's how we started this conversation.
That's
We're
right.
Thankful Thursday.
That's right.
Bring
Just,
on the brains. I love it.
yeah. So I think that came from our YouTube
Right. All right. Okay.
because
That's
it was written to Ebbs, dear Ebbs.
okay. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I think that was from our YouTube page. So we should check it and just look into that. Something that we could,
Absolutely. That gives us something to celebrate. Something next thing to
yeah,
work on. So I'll check that email out.
being noticed, right? Being noticed.
Yeah. Could you said that was in the teams or was that in the Ebbs and Ivory?
So I believe it came to my Outlook. So I believe it's Team at Awake to Wealth because
Okay. Okay.
that our Ebbs and Ivory podcast
It's okay.
it goes to Team at Awake to Health Wealth.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. That's good.
Oh,
Congratulations.
look at my little waddle.
Hey, hey, hey. Cut it
I
out.
don't care about it.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, so we'll check into that and get a little research under our belt and see if we would like to be considered for a podcast guest. Think that might be fun. Give us some
absolutely.
exposure and experience. But I'll let you do some research too. I've not checked out the digital publication. It's just an email that I reviewed and sharing with
Yeah.
you now. So,
I'll definitely I'm gonna move around in that space today and see what it's looking like. And then follow up back here when we meet tomorrow. If
okay.
be something we can definitely submit or put, I'd love that. I mean,
Yeah.
we if we need that because we are
Yeah, that'd be
just
fun.
yeah, it'd be a
That'd
lot
be
of fun.
fun too. Yeah.
Lots and lots of fun. So here we go. It is Thursday. It is July 9th. And yesterday we finished day 12. I posted that because we're getting this 21-day um, experience with Dee and Shae, Ebbs and Ivory Awake to Wealth, and
Back in the game,
yeah,
staying in the
back
game,
in the game. Learn your wealth.
the new good job,
Boom,
all
I
the
knew you were
things.
going to say it. So
Yeah.
very excited about that. I just want anyone who's listening or hearing this to understand that, to when you show up for the process, that the promise comes later. We
Right.
all want the promise, but if we get the promise right away, then we don't have the joy because everything just comes so fast. And once you work for something and those subtle things that happen, whatever those may look like, when that promise finally hits, you're able to celebrate. If you
Right.
get it too fast, do the Jesus calling. You don't get excited about the word. You don't really pay attention to the process part of it because you just got everything you wanted at the same time. And we
Right,
know about children. If you give a child every single thing they want, every single time they want it, every single day, then that's kind of like false, setting them up for false hope and
right,
not giving them a fair chance to celebrate when good things happen. So it's like we celebrate the good days because the rain, right? We get the flowers that grow. So anyway, I say that to say we're in this process and we keep showing up. And I cannot say how excited I am for the next moments as they come. So this
I
brain
agree.
magazine is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, yeah. I love the subtle to suddenly. That's fantastic. And that's truly a mindset way to think things through, right? Instead of that instant gratification and walking and giving up and all of the things, because I think you and I have said this all the time that, the new good job, that whole theory, the whole skill set, learning technology, being online, not being afraid, stepping out there. It's not just about, the millions that is in your bank account instantly. But it's about the journey you go through, the people you meet, your mindset, how it changes, the skills that you learn, setting yourself up for independence, building your income streams, having multiple income streams that nobody can take away from you, but you not building that other person's dream, even though you have to have a job or you want to have a job, that's just a part of the journey, right? Where you get to reflect and appreciate both sides. So um, it's just to your point, subtle to suddenly is just as important. The little things that we notice, the little shout outs we may get, showing up and being consistent, having a really good accountability partner, those things matter the most.
That brings us to our suddenly. And so here we are. That was actually a sermon that I heard, a message, but it just resonated. And I thought about us. I thought about Awake to Wealth and all the subtle things. And
Yeah,
we talked about this and Rise Up at some point, that
yeah.
suddenly, when that sudden button hits. But so many things have happened for us that are good. So many moments have happened for us that are great and awesome. And we just are so grateful. So we're getting there every day. And so I will follow up back with this email and we'll meet again tomorrow.
Sounds good. Get out there, be safe and be kind, do all the
Yes.
things.
Have a good day.
See you, friend.
Peace.